All right, good morning, everyone. It is 10:02 Eastern Time, a.m., June 26th, 2025, and it actually looks like we may have had some sort of buy stop, definitely commercial, come in here and raise this up. Now, all these buyers got trapped. It's making its way back up here. Got a huge delta number over here. Gotten a comment. What delta numbers do I look for on a 5-minute chart when I trade? It's a subscriber, and I don't specific number because volume. The volume is what's going to dictate the delta. You know, if we do the math, 720 minus 213, well, it's 507. All right. I look at where the concentration or where the actual ticks are printed and the volume, but it doesn't mean like this. All this volume is delta. So since nothing came back, look, we have the same numbers on delta as we have on these buying imbalances. You see? So everything's in context. All right. What happened prior? You know? If you take a look prior, it goes all the way back here. What happened? So we made these highs. There's nothing here before. There is so right about here from 3 days ago, 71.50. I'd be looking at because it was kind of, that was a nice area, which we're there about right now. So from 79, was it 70.50? I just said here, right here, 71.50. We're there now. So all this price action, I'm not looking at. I'm looking at 71.50 because that's where the last, right here, was the last push down. Sellers got involved. Buyers came up and sellers got involved. So I'm looking at this area now. All right. So let's go ahead and put a little box around that. And I usually don't put the boxes, but being that just that one candle. I mean, this is enough. We could probably do a lot of trading in this candle here. That's this right here. Because this obviously was, I wasn't watching the market here, but this obviously was a buy stop. So I know commercial dollars, the big money is there. Now, what are they doing? Well, I'm not going to trade this candle until I find out why they pushed it. Did they just push it because they needed, they want to bring the price down? Right? Because there's no follow through here. Do they need more liquidity? Pushing the price down and then bring it back up? Because they're still long here, right? I'm having my breakfast as we're doing this. But what do we have? We have a big amount of, look, we went from 1,047 sellers, 1,016, which is pretty much, it's only negative 31 delta, to a huge number of 123. But look at the numbers here, very small. Look at the numbers here, they're smaller. You got a bunch of buying, big numbers. Now we have a bunch of selling. On EMA right here, we got some nice volume, 5,000. Delta number is very, very big. So do we come back down here? Do we hit the 9 EMA? Do we have another buy order pushing this up? Delta numbers look pretty big on the bottom compared to the top. So everything works together. It's the whole picture. It's not one specific thing. Now, there are traders who just will trade the bounces off of a moving average or fade the moving average. It's just what you're comfortable doing. I like the numbers. I like looking at numbers. The numbers don't lie. This is it. This price action we're seeing right now. This is the end game. It's not like you're watching a level 2 or anything like that. And you got limit sitting out there, and they're manipulating it, icebergs, and all this other stuff. I mean, I've done that. This is a lot easier because this is the price action. This is the now. That's when I say unscripted. It's very difficult when you're trading. Like to have when I'm creating a video, it's all off the cuff. It's not predetermined what I'm going to talk about because the market's live. Market breathes. You got to become one with the market. And it's not easy. You can lose money. Don't play with scared money. In other words, if you have money that's set up for something else, don't bet with it. Take care of your business first. And if everything extra, I mean, you could trade micros like I do here. And it's not that, it's not going to break you. You're not going to lose tons of money if you know what you're doing. All right, so you see how the volume, and we're just pretty much in this area. Let me see if I could do that here. Does this work here? No, it doesn't. Right in this area. My focus is here. These two in it right here. Here's my, oops. What's going on here? Oh, so I'm in a box. Let's take this box out. This is right here. Candle. Right here. Let's just move this down just to show you. The one right here. That's significant. Like how we're building the volume here. Look at the volume built here. We take this profile. This is what's called a B profile. So the value is coming down a little bit. Most of the trading range, when I say value, it's what buyers and sellers are comfortable. They're comfortable with these numbers here. Okay? So don't get too comfortable because what will happen is you're going to break out of that. Now I take a look at these numbers here. It's a big number, big number. Does the POC move up or down? All right. Buying imbalance here. A few buying imbalances here. We're still in the buying imbalance areas. We did show support at this area here, right here. So sellers liked it here. Can we get any lower? So we have a seller here. Right. Previously, we had buying here. You see, 105 buyers, 105 more aggressive buyers. This number here at negative 45. Let's see if this number comes down. All right. Let's actually see if the price action gets to that again. If not, I know what I'm thinking here needs to happen. If I'm bullish, like right now, numbers 3 digits, versus 2 digits. We're looking at that. We're looking at the auction. Unfinished auction here. We can come down here at some point. Maybe not today, but we can. Now, this little bit of interaction here, there's no trade here. Now, you see the way the momentum is building here? See the momentum, how it built? Building another area. Take a look left. Let's see if we see some resistance about this point here. A bunch of sellers and buyers here. We'll see who wins the auction. Still, we had buyers here. Sellers came in. Sellers came in here. If you take this candle and put it here, this candle, and impose it here, you got sellers down here. Now you got buyers coming in. See if we get any significant number of buyers long as a breakout right here. See 155 over here, 507. You see here? That's big numbers. So I'm going to do it there, and we're going to see what happens. Over here also, the opportunity is above the 100. We have a buying imbalance here. It's pretty big. We don't have much here. You know, as far as a negative 57 to 2. So you had a lot of buyers up here. Then it came back down again. So even if I stop out here, which I'm not going to allow it to take my full stop, unless it shoots straight down, could help it. So I don't like having this on my, oops, I don't like having any of that there. It throws me off. I'll never decrease risk. In other words, I'll never take the stop order out of my trade. So here's where we had that little bit of buying and selling. So we have a couple of selling imbalances. We have 51, 56, 43, 51. Let's see if this comes up 54, 159. Now the price action could definitely take me out right now. It looks like it may. But I'm not going to obviously raise my stop, but I am getting back in. Right here. Here's where the big level was. We're in a very small area here. Hello. And we have a buying imbalance here. We have a divergence of delta, negative 15, not much, negative 61. We just popped up pretty fast there. A couple of buying imbalances, which we had buyers here. So this is looking good. My stop up. That was 1 point. We're still down about 1.5. No FOMO, no fear of missing out. Okay, we're gonna continue to analyze and take trades. You got some volume. This is the type of price action I like to trade when there's there's movement. Sometimes it doesn't move, and I'm mad at that trade. I'm not dealing with that. All it takes is somebody to manipulate it. All right, so I'm going to go 1 tick above the high here, and now we could fade back as well. Being that we went above this candle, I don't think the fade back or the pullback is going to be significant. All right, we're primarily buyers up in here. Make sure that these buyers still buying. So I'll put a limit order here. Doesn't mean I won't bring it down if I see something different to adjust the entry. Right now it's kind of consolidating up in here. You see this little area? High the profile is right here. It's pretty much where the bump out is. And it coincides with what we see here. You know, a lot of volume up in here. Do you want to be in here? Some traders do. I never had luck like that. We have 1174.50. Yeah, all these buying imbalances, all these buyers are still here. If this is commercial, then this is not a loss at all. They know what they're doing. Let's see the accumulation up in here. All right, they may want to stop buying a little bit in here, see if it comes back down. And back up. See that, and if I could get an entry on the low, that would be great. All right, because this is a potential right here of profit. The lower I put my entry. So let's see where this goes. 168. So now I'm going to start counting numbers. 168, 247, 291, 70, 87, 86, 81, 79. Let's see if we go to 90 here. We got 81 right now. 79, 81, 71, 70, 73, 85. Okay. 11, 34. Looks good. So I'm going to put, I'm waiting for a push. And we may see some resistance here. We may come back down to about 169.75, but we're staying here, and I don't like that either. Okay, so it's a little better now, but that little value area, it's higher, more value. Could we go to the top? We'll see. This is 0. This is actually good, but coming up a little bit. We're pretty much at the high here. We're coming back up. This is where all the buyers were before. Okay, the buyers were here. I'm going to go to break even. And let's see if this takes us where it needs to go. All right, we are building some delta. Good here. Good here. We'll let it marinate. This is looking really good. We'll see if we blow by the high. All right, so you see where the buying imbalances are? It just gave us a look. 46, so we're not gaining any more buyers here. We hold support right at this area. Building some positive delta here. Very small, but numbers like 6, 8, buyers coming in. Support right here. I don't like the price action. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and I think we could probably stay above here. See if we could go a tick below, maybe right about here. We'll see. This is looking good. I'll manipulate my stop right here. So that was 3 points. And so we're looking pretty good now. That's what it looks like. 3 points, right? 22 even? Yep. It's good. So far in the green. Let's see. What do we do for today so far? I did some trading earlier. I'm around with that. What time is it? 10 o'clock? Yeah. All right, so let's go continue. What do we got? We got all these buying imbalances, right? So we have no more buying imbalances here. Let me take off these. Let's go here. This is Quantower, this platform. I know my entries are because on my second screen here, I have all the trades I've taken today. Of course, I trade off camera as well. So I took profit at I took profit at 73.50, right? So right now, why let it come back, 2 points? Why lose 2 points? For what? The bigger move? We're up by the high. We need to have a burst of energy, a burst of volume for us to push above that high. Because if we get to the high with low volume, chances are it's going to pull back, and you're going to lose a lot of money. So this is the stuff that the books don't show you. I mean, I've read a lot of trading books. I followed a lot of traders on YouTube as well, and I'm not competing with any of them. I do my own thing. I just made my videos public. I had a friend that I was teaching. Well, I have a friend that I'm teaching, and he said put it on, public so he could watch, and it may offer, may be helpful to other traders. So I said, all right, I'll do it. That's what I've been doing for the last month and a half, maybe. We're building a small community. All right, so you see what's happening here. It's just got a little bit of movement. We all get that. Remember on one of I spoke about a D profile, pretty much a D right here. So it is, you could probably fade the top, fade the bottom. I'm only trading one micro contract. It's $5 a point. For those of you who are trying to get involved in here, don't go for the mini. The volume is big enough here that you could go, and the mini is $50 a point. All right, up and down. All right, so let's give you, for instance, for those who haven't traded yet. Let's say we're at 72.25 right now. At 72.50, at 72.75, you made 62.50. Right there, if you got out. It would have been 62.50 in your pocket. Excuse me, it would have been, it's 12.50 a point, 36.50. Yeah, so, but look, can you handle that? Other way, 1 point is $5. So you can learn. And then once you go ahead and learn on the micros, right, then you could feel more confident working the minis. But the micros, you could compound. And then when you compound, you could, if you compound, you can make money. And maybe I'll do a video like that if I hit 500 subscribers. Because that's fun. And that's what I do off camera. Okay, so I went one tick above the high. This can retrace back. I'm in the green as far as my account today. So normally if I was trading two contracts, I'd have targets at different areas, obviously. The stops would be the same until I take profit. So this is looking really good. I think we may even get a pop-up. Just building delta here. We're not really making any lows. We have a little bit of negative delta there. It's okay. Holding it pretty good right about here. It was looking good. Delta's looking good. 109, we become a less negative here. More buyers are interested. Buyers are interested. We got 52. Let's open this up a little bit. There you go. We got 65, 69, 70, 71. This number here is being manipulated, which is an even number of 7450, or half number. But we ended up positive, which is good. Becoming less negative, less positive, you see here. Now we're more positive, we're good. We're getting ready for a punch up. So we're at the highs right now. I think this is probably an area where we could probably move. We could probably go here. We'll see. At the high again, we just made a bump, pop, again. Now the last time we just shot up, we did 2, 4, 6, 8, pretty much 10 from the high. So it's like 185. 10 ticks. So yeah, so I'm good right here. Retracing back and forth. I think we look good. I think we're gonna make another high. The buying imbalance went away, means we have some sellers. Now they may take it up high. The way we just lost the selling imbalances, and the value area came up. So that's looking good. This needs to come up as well. All right, so you gotta have a little patience here. And what I'll do is I'll decrease my risk. All right. So now I'll never move that stop once it's here. I'll move it up to decrease risk. But right now we have a little bit of this going on right here. Still making another high. I think we're going to go above there. Losing it now. All right, so there's a, all right, so we have a buyer holding support here. There you go. That was good. That was 2 points and a quarter. Back at the high again. Let's see if that seller, I can see that seller. That seller's right there. Okay. Yeah, it's just now he's a little late to the game, I think. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, do the YouTube business. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. I got that YouTube business from another trader trading out of Dubai. Scalp trader, I think it is. Good dude. Knows what he's doing. There are a few that I follow as well. Like to see what they're up to. I support a lot of other traders as well. I subscribe to a few that are worthy, I think, of very calm. Oh, I missed that. Look at that trade. I just got to stop talking. That was beautiful. Anyway, I'm not complaining. I'm going to leave the video over here. We're at 30 minutes. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If you comment, I'll get back to you. Appreciate the community as it's developing. I think we got a good community here. I'm getting some folks who are not too timid and are asking questions and comments. And I may do a live stream, also just a question and answer. We'll see who shows up. So let's build a community. Thanks again. Now I'll see you on the next one.